weekend is FabFest, Charlotte's Beatles Festival. And here with all the details today, we have John Tosco, Executive Director of Tosco Music. Thanks so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
So, what is FabFest? I mean, I know it's been around for a while, but it's very exciting.
Well, it's presented by Tosco Music. We're a nonprofit and have been for the last 24 years, and we do a lot of music in the community throughout the year. But our biggest event is our annual Beatles Festival. This is our 4th year doing it. We have 2 evening concerts at Night Theater, and we have a daytime festival at the Parr Center at Central Piedmont Community College. But it's just a celebration of the Beatles music, and it's what's beautiful about it is it's so multi-generational. You know, people, it's not just for the baby boomers that grew up with the Beatles like myself. it's you know, we have a family fun room for the kids. We have 3 stages during the daytime event, which one is the open mic stage. People just come out and play. The whole outdoor part of the festival is free to the public, but there's just so much going on to celebrate them. It's really a bringing together of the community and around some beautiful music.
Right. I mean, and that's what I wanted to say is that this is an event for everybody, because music really brings people together, especially when you center it around such an influential band.
Yes. So Friday night, you know, we have a tribute band called Britbeat, nationally touring act, and they go through all the stages of the Beatles from the early days with the suits, and then the Sgt. Pepper's uniforms, and then later the Abbey Road period. And it's a huge multimedia part of the show that's very immersive. That's on Friday night. But on Saturday night, we have 16 different acts, all different genres, doing their version of a Beatles song. So you get, you know, jazz to bluegrass to singer-songwriters and rock, and it's a little bit of everything. And we have a house band. We do sing-alongs with the audience throughout the night. So it's not just sit and watch a concert, but it's really very inclusive and it's participatory.
Yeah, and I mean, you would mention some of these events, but is there anything new and exciting or anything out of the ordinary that people can expect this year?
Right, so the first time this year we have Beatles Yoga. We're kicking off the daytime.
Beatles Yoga?
Yes, the Beatles were very, you know, they took a trip to India and they studied for a brief time with the Maharishi over there. And so, yeah, we have Alison Modafferi leading that kickoff Saturday morning. We have Ringo Starr's drummer coming, doing a drum clinic and interview. Greg Bissonette is his name. He tours with Ringo. We have John Lennon's lawyer is one of the authors doing a presentation. We have several authors, Beatles authors. We have a huge Beatles art contest and exhibit. Over $3,000 in cash prizes for a juried competition. It's so cool to see how their music is interpreted, not just on canvas, but there's ceramics, and we have over 50 pieces of art that are not only on display, but also for sale.
So much influence that they've given to this community. So I'm sure a lot of people want to come out and attend this. How can they get tickets?
Our website is fabfestcharlotte.org. All the details are there, but there are 3 separate ticketed events, but we also have packages where you can bundle together and save if you buy 2 or all 3. And we also are getting groups coming out, family groups, for example. Any 10 or more tickets, there's a bit discount for that. So it's a really fun day.
And can people expect, I mean, this is a pretty crowded event. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people there, so make sure to get those tickets.
That's right. Yes, especially the Saturday night is very close to sold out. But it's growing. It's, like I said, our 4th year, but it's the only festival of its kind in the Southeast.
Right.
So they have them in New York, and they have one in Chicago and Indiana. But this is a destination not just for Charlotteans, but people in the region.
Absolutely. Well, make sure to get those tickets in advance. FabFestCharlotte.org. Get more. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, Mia.
Because how about this? You know who this guy is here, John Tosco, who knows more about music than all of the Beatles combined? Would I be wrong to say that?
Yes, you would be. I'm not an expert, but I am the biggest fan you're going to find in this area.
You are the biggest fan. And coming up this weekend is something that we all get excited about because it's the FabFest. It's going to be in Uptown Charlotte. It is truly, I'm going to say it's the nation's premier Beatles festival because it has grown so big over the years, hasn't it, John?
They have big ones in New York and Chicago and Indiana, but we're the only one in the Southeast. It's a whole weekend festival celebrating the Beatles music.
For folks who are not familiar, familiar with what this is all about. Tell us what's happening Friday and Saturday.
This weekend is the big one. We've got on Friday night Brit Beat. They are a nationally touring act where they play all the different stages of the Beatles. They'll do
They got several costumes.
They come out. They start in the early period with the suits, and then they come out with the Sgt. Pepper's uniforms, and then the Abbey Road period. A huge multimedia immersive experience that happens. That's on Friday evening. Saturday evening is the Tosco Music Beatles tribute with different bands, 16 different acts doing their version of a Beatles tune, and sing-alongs with the audience throughout the night.
That is so much fun too.
Saturday during the day, from 10 to 5 at the Parr Center at Central Piedmont Community College is the actual festival type thing. We have indoors and outdoors. We've got 3 stages there with a Beatles cover song contest, a main stage, an open mic stage. Anybody can just come and show up and play. We've got a family fun room for the kids. We've got a huge Beatles art contest, a juried exhibition, food trucks and games and vendors. We'll have authors doing presentations. We'll have John Lennon's lawyer that just came out with a book. We have Ringo Starr's drummer, Greg Bissonette, going to do a drum clinic and interview. And it's like you can't get it all in, but we try.
It is so incredible. So how do I get all the information? What website do I need to go to?
FabFestCharlotte.org. We also have group discounts. So we have been finding that lately, this past week, we've got several family groups that are coming out for a group discount of 10 or more. So that's a great way to save and come as a group and have fun at a group experience.
Beatles, let's see, 1961 on Ed Sullivan, somewhere around
64.
64.
Yeah.
Why are they, in 15 seconds, why are they so enduring?
You know, I say they are like the modern day Mozarts. You know, their music was complex enough that it's adaptable to different genres, and it's going to be something that is obviously going to be lasting for generations. We see this at our festival, multi-generational, all the diversity that comes out. It appeals to everyone.
It does.
Yeah.
John Tosco is one of the best musicians around. You won't find anyone better. Let me tell you, this is going to be fun to see him playing too. Yeah. All right, you got to check out WBTV.com because we'll have a link to the website as well.